Forget those so-called smart bulbs you actually have to yell at from across the room. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're taking a deep, close look at the true next generation of home AI. We're talking about a system that doesn't just sit around waiting for your voice commands, but actually learns your daily habits and quietly manages your entire environment before you even think to ask. We are moving way, way beyond the basics here. So let's explore together what this new reality actually looks like. Okay, let's dive into this. Ask yourself right now, is your smart home actually smart? Currently, for most of us, having a smart home usually just means we've, replaced a physical light switch on the wall with a digital app on our phone. You are still doing all the heavy lifting. You're still opening an app to manually adjust the thermostat, or you're repeating the exact same command to a digital assistant every single morning, usually while half asleep and, let's be honest, increasingly annoyed. It's frustrating, it's incredibly app-heavy, and honestly, it is highly manual. But you know what? The technology is shifting rapidly. Section 1. Reactive versus predictive tech. This is where the fundamental shift is happening. Currently, what we call smart is fundamentally reactive. Think about a connected thermostat that you control through your phone. It's just your reactive tool. It does exactly what you tell it, but only when you explicitly tell it to do so. On the flip side, predictive is proactive. A predictive system observes your behavior over time. It continuously watches your patterns and begins making decisions for you proactively. It's a total game changer. This shifts our entire relationship with our houses from manual, tedious control to learned anticipation. Section 2. Enter zero-friction automation. It's all about fewer adjustments. The absolutely crucial point here is understanding the philosophy of zero-friction automation. It's basically defined as multiple sensors and devices working together quietly in the background without requiring you, the homeowner, to constantly open an app and manually adjust your settings. Now, somewhat counterintuitively, the goal of predictive home AI isn't to give you more features or more apps to manage. Actually, scratch that. It's the exact opposite. True smart design means you rarely have to touch your phone or even think about the system at all. Section 3. The multi-sensor brain. Let's look at data fusion. Now, what's really interesting about this is how these predictive decisions are actually made. To prevent annoying errors, these systems rely on data fusion. Instead of relying on just one single input, they blend data from motion, temperature shifts, light levels, and connected device activity. Why does it need all of the above? Well, think about a single motion sensor. On its own, it might mistake a rooming cat at 3 a.m. for a burglar, instantly turning on all the lights and giving you a massive mini heart attack. Nobody wants that. By cross-referencing all 4 of these distinct data streams simultaneously, the system can make meaningfully more reliable automated decisions than any single smart device could ever make on its own. Let's see how this builds into a real-world scenario with a standard day in the life. Say you wake up at 6 a.m., you leave for work by 8 a.m., return around 5 p.m., and finally go to sleep at 11 p.m. Instead of you sitting down and programming a rigid, fixed schedule, a predictive climate system learns that this is your household's actual daily pattern. It notices that you consistently leave for work by 8 a.m. on weekdays. Without ever being explicitly programmed, it quietly begins reducing heating or cooling 10 minutes before you leave. It anticipates your departure to reduce waste, and, even better, it anticipates your return at 5 p.m. to ensure the house is perfectly comfortable right as you walk through the door. Section 4. AI outside. Yard robots. Let's talk about predictive autonomy for your lawn. If you've ever looked into robotic lawnmowers, you know the setup used to be, incredibly tedious. Earlier robotic mowers relied on a physical, buried boundary wire just to figure out where the edges of your yard were, which literally meant spending an entire weekend digging up your lawn just to get the thing working. No way. But next-generation autonomous yard robots, they use onboard cameras and AI-based object recognition to actively map your lawn. They use computer vision to see lawn edges naturally, navigate around obstacles, and avoid hazards in real time. It removes that buried boundary wire and all that heavy installation barrier entirely. Section 5. Benefits and privacy questions. Let's look at the trade-offs here. This shift comes with distinct trade-offs, and it's importantly look at them objectively. Because predictive systems can automatically reduce heating, cooling, and lighting during periods when your home is reliably empty or when you're asleep, it reduces waste significantly. The cumulative energy and utility savings over a year can be substantial compared to a home running on manual control. This is a genuinely measurable outcome, not just some marketing claim. However, predictive home AI functions by continuously learning detailed patterns of your household behavior. That fundamentally relies on constant data collection. For the home to anticipate your needs, it has to constantly monitor your routines. To get the benefits of a home that knows what you need, you simply have to be comfortable with a home that knows exactly what you do. At the end of the day, the smartest home isn't the one with the most apps to manage or the most buttons to press. The smartest home is the one you barely have to think about. That is the ultimate promise of zero-friction automation, an entire ecosystem humming quietly in the background, making your daily life smoother and far more efficient. But it leaves us with a really important question. Are you ready to hand over the micromanagement of your personal environment to AI, knowing the continuous data it requires to work? It is a truly fascinating evolution of daily life. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to subscribe for more insights into the incredible technology shaping our future. See you next time.